Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, as always, that just means you are catching the replay. And do me a huge favor, y'all. Make sure you comment the word tree, and I'm going to send you the link to this week's cutout of the week. So it is Monday. So every Monday we come on and we do our new cutout of the week for the most part. There's been some weeks where we don't do a new cutout. But this one I'm really excited about. So comment the word tree and I will send you all of the info, and do me a huge favor, make sure you're in my broadcast channel right down here in the pinned comment. If you open up that pinned comment and click on the link to join it, you'll be updated with all the new stuff that's happening. And I think I'm going to do some Black Friday sales this week. So you want to be in there so you know what's going on. But y'all, we are going to make a little mini rag tie Christmas tree. And I'm going to give you the option to get it with fabric or without fabric. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Are y'all ready? It can look like this. Okay, so I made one to try it out, obviously. This is kind of what we're going to, not kind of what we're making. This is what we're going to make, but we're going to use different fabric, okay? So when y'all pop on, say hey. We are going to paint first. Are comments working? Can y'all comment? I'm not seeing any comments, but maybe it's my computer or my phone. Oh, I see that people are commenting. Hold, please. There we go. Hi, Janice and Marcy. Miss Sandra, I'm still live, my friend. Hi, Shelly. Hello. Hi, guys. Sorry, my comments weren't working. But we're going to start by painting this guy first. And I'm going to paint him in Meadow. I'm going to paint it in Meadow. That way we don't have some of that wood showing through. But y'all, look how stinking cute this is. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know if it's up y'all's alley or not. I thought it was really cute. So, you know what? And I think it's going to be one of those nights where I'm going to have to refresh my comments on my computer. Let me do this because I'm not seeing any comments. So I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. All right. So I'm going to go in with Meadow and I'm just going to paint this. Now, this isn't absolutely necessary. But up here on this one, when I was testing it, you could see a little bit of the wood on there. So I'm going to paint it really quickly, but most of it is going to be covered anyways. Okay. I don't care about any of this. Take me to my Facebook. Let's see if this works because I'm not seeing comments on my phone. There we go. Okay. Hold on. Hold, please. Maybe now. Hi, Dee. Hi, Sandra. Okay, can someone comment and let me know so I can see if my comments are working on my computer at the very least? Because if not, I'm going to have to keep updating my comments. So just be patient with me. I promise I'm not ignoring you or anything like that. My silly computer or Facebook or whatever it is just not wanting to show me comments. All right, refresh. All right, so I did paint it with Meadow. You can use whatever paint you want, but we are going to start tying this on. So the cutout of the week you can get, hi Sharon, hi Stephanie, you can get with fabric or without fabric. So if you already have a bunch of your fabric laying around, you can grab it without fabric. The price does include shipping. And then with fabric is a little bit more expensive, obviously, just because it includes the fabric. But this is what we're making. Something very similar to this. This is very annoying, y'all, that I have to redo this. Hold, please. Oh my goodness. Let me try a different web browser and see if that helps. But so what I have is I have little less than inch strips cut up 7 inches long. The way that you're going to do this is you're going to fold it in half, and then you are just going, no, this way. You're going to weave it through, okay? And then you're going to slide the tails through that opening. All right, let's see if this web browser will show me comments. And you're just going to make knots, and that is it, y'all. It's going to look a little funky before it looks good, I promise, but it's going to look good at the end of it. So that's it, y'all. Nothing fancy about this. You can paint it, fold it over, thread it through, and then just do your knots. Have y'all tried any of these rag tie projects before? I had some ragtag trees in my live sale. Oh my gosh, no. Y'all, I'm so sorry. My computer is being a little silly goose and not wanting to show me comments. 1 second, please. But that's all we're going to do. So on this one, I cut them about 1/2 inch strips, but I did them a little bit bigger to see, on this one to see if it'd make it look a little bit fuller rather than having such small strips. You know what I mean? So hit the heart button for me, comment the word tree, and that will get you the link for the cutout of the week. Okay, let's see now. Hi, Diane. Hi, Cami. I did flowers. A lot of people have been having issues seeing. Okay, so it's not just me, Kristen. All right. So then it must be an F book thing. So I promise I'm not ignoring you. I will just update the comments every so often. But y'all, don't be afraid to ask questions while I'm doing this. I did a test one earlier today to test it out, and I am pretty excited about it. So if you get the one with the fabric, your fabric will, it'll just be what I have. I'll show you all the fabrics here in a second. I'm not going to take any requests for fabrics. It's just going to kind of be what you get, but they're all like a shade of green. So, hi, Kimmy. Hi, Miss Debbie. Hi, Brownie and Melinda. It's Facebook because I don't see others commenting unless I refresh. Did Thomas craft with me this weekend? No, he did not. He didn't. In fact, we didn't even talk about it. That's so weird, y'all. I don't know what's going on. What is free transfer today? I could not find it on Chalk Couture site. Marcy, I posted a picture of it in the broadcast channel. It's one of the 4 pictures that were in that square one. I don't know if you're in the broadcast channel, but that has the free transfer for this week. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Alrighty. So this is it, y'all. I know it doesn't look very fun, but it is going to look like a dang tree at the end. Okay, I'm going to fit one more in there, but this is really annoying. Thank you for sprinkling, Barbara. Oh my goodness. All right, refresh. I apologize. I know it's not my fault. I know I can't control it, but goodness gracious. It's not very fun if I can't see what y'all are saying. All right, so loop it through. So I will make sure if you get the one with fabric, I will make sure you have plenty of strips in your bag to have a little bit of leftover in case you want to fill it in. But there is our first row. Okay. And let's go to the second one. So I put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that first row. Hi, Sharon. Thanks, Linda. It is dirty. My hair is dirty today. I'm doing pretty good, Miss Pamela. Pretty good. I took a little break today and I went and had lunch with my best friend. She is a teacher and she was off from school this week, so we went and had lunch, which was nice. And then I went to Hobby Lobby. Y'all, Hobby Lobby was packed. And I went at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was busy. I was really surprised by that. Hi, Sharon. I don't know if I said hello, but hello. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Marcy, did you hear what I said about the free transfer? If not, I will try to post a picture of it in the VIP group tomorrow. So, hi, Erin. I sent you a message last week on your personal page. I don't know if never responded. Melinda, I get a lot of messages on my business and personal. So sometimes if I get a lot, I just don't see it. I'm not ignoring you. Send it to me again. Send it to me again, and I'll look at it tonight. I apologize. Messages get lost so easily on Facebook for me. So, hi, Robbie. How are you? So all we're doing, y'all, is we're folding it, weaving it through. It is a little bit difficult to weave it through once you have the knots on there. But it is doable. Okay, so I have it halfway up. Open up the little loop and feed your tails through there. Okay. And pull. Refresh. So we did 5 on the first row. Let's do 4 on this and see how it looks. Because I think this tree is going to be adorable. So this is a little tree rag tie ornament. We had some standing trees in our live sale last week that were really cute that y'all loved. And I found this and I thought this would be a more affordable option to try out the rag tie stuff to see if you like it. You know what I mean? Now I think obviously a bigger cutout would be a little bit easier to knot it, but just take your time. There's no rush. All right, there's the first 2 rows. What are we thinking? So if you're just jumping on, we are doing our cutout of the week. My comments are not working. Hi, Cheryl. Do you make tiny ones also? Do I make tiny what? Thank you, Pamela. Do I make tiny what? All right. First 2 rows. Let's keep going. So we put 4 on that one. So comment the word tree. You'll get the link for everything. I did add an option if you wanted just the tree by itself with no fabric. You can grab it. I know a lot of people already have fabric and they don't want the extra. But if you don't have the fabric and you want me to pick it, I can do that for you. And I will cut it. I will rip it, cut it into the right amount of strips for you, or to the right length of strips for you. So you won't have to do any of that. Get my family on it over the week to help me. But that is what we are making. This will only be available during this week, so be sure to snag it. And I'm probably going to be about done with Christmas after this week. So I don't know if we'll do a live sale or not. Do y'all want a live sale on Wednesday? Do I want a live cutout sale, or do y'all just want different deals and steals on the website? I have some ideas for the website over the week, but I want to know. All right, pulling this through, but I'm also kind of toying with the idea of doing like 12 days of Christmas, which would have like exclusive stuff. I don't know. All right, so I messed that one up because I pulled and one of the tails went through, but the other one didn't. But you just take your time, y'all. There's no rush to it. You don't have to hurry. You can leave it. You can set it down and walk away. So can't wait to get my sweatshirt. Yes, you don't have to cut each row of fabric smaller. No. Nope. They're all the same width. Tiny rag trees. Linda, you can send me a message and you can tell me what size you want. I want to know if there was a picture of the manger for the live sale. Melinda, send me a message, because on here I'll forget. I do have a picture of it, but it's not going to look like what was sent to you because I edited the file a little bit for it to be used with a transfer. So it's not going to look like the picture I sent you exactly, but I can send you what it does look like. But just send me another message. That way your message goes back up to the top on my feed and I'll respond. Okay, so we're pulling this through and I am going to give away a rag tie tree tonight. So be sure to hit that heart button, comment the word tree, and just comment, and comment please, because comments aren't working on here. And so I'm trying to update as I'm working. So I apologize if I'm not interacting with y'all as much. But yes, Pamela, all the stuff for the Christmas tree shirts has been delivered. So those will start being pressed. And I'm going to try to start shipping those out before Wednesday. But we'll see. But we will see. I don't know what my schedule looks like this week. I'm working at least until Wednesday midday. Hi, Donna Glaze. That's not right. I didn't do that right. So feeding this through, what are you doing, Alex? No, ma'am. You're welcome, Melinda. Hi, Darlene. I can't wait for my sweatshirt. That would be fun for 12 days of Christmas. I'll be cooking all night Wednesday. That's kind of my thinking, Robbie, is that people are going to be busy. Hi, Dewey. People are going to be busy on Wednesday. So I'm wondering if I just do some fun deals and stuff on the website. And then maybe we do like a fun 12 days of Christmas for the first 12 days. So if you're jumping on, y'all, I apologize. Comments are not working. But we are making a little rag tie Christmas tree. So this is one of the fabrics that you could get in your kit if you choose to get it with fabric. But this is one that it could look like. We're trying out a different fabric that I have. And I'm going to show y'all the different ones that I have. Okay. So I have the one that I'm using, the plaid. I have just the regular dark green. We have like a sage green. We have a sage green. We have a pesto green. This one is my favorite, this green plaid. And then we have this one right here, which is the one that I used on this little tree. So those are not the options. Those are some of the fabrics that you could get. It'll be random. I'm not taking requests for them just because it's going to make it too difficult for fulfillment. So that's one of the options that you could get though. Yay. Hi, Michelle. Perfect, Cheryl. I ordered the other two. I was wondering about, you could use ribbon, Linda. I've seen people use yarn or like macrame cord. There's all sorts of stuff you can use. You don't have to use fabric. I can watch while I cook. Different way from the way I was making mine. Yep. Sharon, there's all sorts of different ways that you can do this. I was just following the directions that came with the cutout, which I will include directions for you with your kit. That way you know how many to put on each row. I think I'm liking the thicker strips rather than the thinner strips. So if you're like, girl, what are you talking about? I did a little test one, which is the one I just showed. And I did like 1/2 inch strips, but it took way more. So I thought I was going to try this one with like 3/4 inch strips. There we go. And see if it would make it look a little bit fuller. And I think it does. Y'all, look how cute that is. I am loving it. Super cute. You just pull it tight. You can make it as full or not full as you want. But we're probably going to need a couple more strips here in just a second. I got my pack. You're so welcome, Miss Annette. You are so welcome. Yes, and what is on my foot? This is the last week for my Black Friday giveaways. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, each week I have been giving away $50 mystery bundles for anyone who places an order on my chalk site. Not for anybody, I'm sorry. There's 3 winners. Let me rephrase that. There are 3 winners each week. But your name gets entered into the drawing for the giveaways. It's just my small way of saying thank you for shopping with me. But your name will get entered. And then I still need to pull this last week's winners. So this is where it can get kind of tricky with the thicker strips. Now, if you get your strips and you want to cut them smaller and rip them smaller, you go right ahead. But I'm going to do them about 3/4 inches at 7 inches long. Okay. If you get the option with fabric. Y'all, it's looking like a little tree. What do y'all think? Fold this over. And I'm refreshing comments over here. The puppies are good. I hope you win. They're doing very good. Thanks for asking. I'm going to do one of my trees in pink. Ooh, Kimmy, I want to see that. I think that'd be so pretty. Hi, Pam. How are you? I hope you are doing well. All right. We are almost to the top, y'all. This actually does go fairly quickly. You just got to pull it tight. And there we go. Yeah, we're going to need a couple more strips. And then we are good to go. Okay, so tell me, what are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Are you traveling or are you staying home? We stay home. I go to my parents' house and we cook. I help my mom, my sister-in-law and I help with the cooking and everything. My dad's going to fry a couple turkeys. And we're just going to hang. It's always nice just to chill and not have to travel. We typically don't travel. Okay. So there's what we have so far. Oh, there's Boone. He says hello. All right. Last strip for right now. And we're going to see if we need another one. Going to your nephew's house, staying home, cooking for your 3 grown kids. Fun. Is anybody like traveling? Like, are you having to get on a plane? I can't imagine doing airport over Thanksgiving or Christmas. It just seems so stressful. Something different. Cute. Thank you. Yeah, it is something. No, Julie, this does not stand. It's an ornament. This one is an ornament. So you will hang it. It'll hang like this. Or however you choose to hang it. It does not stand. I had some standing rag tie trees in my sale this past week. But this one does not stand. All right. So I think I'm going to try to add, so you can leave it like this, okay? And it looks just fine. That's why I painted it. So that way that part, if it was exposed, it wasn't a big deal. It's not super noticeable. I am going to add one more strip to this second row. So I have, maybe, I thought I did. I have this guy. So let's make one more strip. Okay. So I'm going to cut it a little less than an inch. And these are like the world's worst scissors. Okay. We're going to rip like that. And then we're going to cut it. That's 7 inches. So, and let's see how it looks now, and then we'll paint our star, and then we are going to be done, y'all. So comment the word tree. I'm going to give away a blank tree ornament to somebody in the comments. I will just scroll for comments tonight because y'all, Facebook is being silly. So thread this through. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but we'll make it work. Let's see. I'm just looking at y'all's comments. Hi, Dolores. Staying home and cooking dinner with my family. Hi, Nana Carlos. Hi, thank you, Kimmy. Staying home and kids. That's so nice, Miss Robbie. Staying home with family. Staying home and just cooking me for the hubby. Having it at my house, but this year, oh no, Miss Julie. I'm so sorry to hear that. Why do the holidays always bring, drama? There's always something happening, I feel like. It can't ever just be simple, but I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Julie. I hope that the drama gets figured out. All right, we're going to pull this tight. And then you can just maneuver the fabric. Oh, do y'all hear Tucker? Y'all, look how cute that is. Look at that. Okay, so we just have our star. We're going to paint it and then we are done, okay? Super easy. So you can get it, like I've said multiple times, you can get it with the fabric or without the fabric. So if you don't like the fabric that I showed, you can get it without the fabric. Price does include shipping. Unfortunately, I can't control the cost of shipping. And y'all, shipping something this little is about, I kid you not, it's about $4.90. Something this little cost that much to ship. So, price does include shipping. And then if you want it with fabric, the fabric is chosen at random. But it is a shade of green like I showed y'all. Alrighty, let's glue this. I have so much material that I can make exactly Miss Linda. So that's why I offered it without the fabric. Because I know there's a lot of people who have stocked up on fabric over the years. And maybe they don't want it. You know? Thanks, Janice. Thanks, y'all. But make sure y'all hit the heart button. I plan to send a couple of those kits to... Oh, fun, Michelle. What was I saying? Comment the word tree. Go snag it. It's only available for this week. It should not charge you shipping. I double checked it before I went live, but y'all know sometimes I'm wrong. That is adorable. I am slightly obsessed. It actually turned out way cuter than I was imagining. But I think like any of the fabrics that I chose, it'd look really pretty. This one, y'all, I might have to make a little video with this. Thank you for your order. Someone just placed an order. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to make another one with this because when I saw this, I fell in love with it. And Hobby Lobby has their Christmas fabric at 50% off. So I did get some of that. You have a lot of fabric. When's the last day to order the tree? Sunday. Sunday will be the last day that you can order the rag tie tree. All right, let's knot this and then we're done. Okay. So the way that we're going to do the giveaway is y'all need to hit the heart button. Okay. And comment the word. No, don't comment that word. Comment. Oh gosh. Comment the word rag, like for rag tie. And I'll pick someone who comments that word to win a blank rag tie tree. Now, it won't include the fabric, but you'll get the blank tree. But which one do you like more? Y'all, look how cute. Do you like the dark green or the light green? Adorable. I do not sew, Miss Sharon. No, ma'am. You're so welcome, Miss Linda. No, I don't sew. But which one is your favorite? And I'm trying to update my comments. I apologize that it's being so weird. Just glad to note it's not just me though. Rag, you like the dark one, dark. All right, let's pick, we'll pick 2 winners, okay? I'm just looking at all y'all's comments, okay? Let's see here. Give it a second. It's uploading. It's loading the comments, but this is the cutout of the week. It looks like it on the back. It's super simple, y'all. I will send directions with it and how many I put on each row. If you choose the fabric option, I will include enough strips to make the one like this one and a couple extra just in case you want to fill it in. But there is that. Alrighty. So you like the dark, you like the light one. Both are so cute. I agree, Miss Mercy. And let's see. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. All right. Miss Karen Rovinsky. Miss Karen Rovinsky, you are winner number 1. And I'm going to scroll and stop. Miss Marcy Ritter, you are winner number 2. So if you 2 wonderful ladies will send the page a message saying, hey, I won, I will get your form filled out and I will try to get these shipped out tomorrow because I already have quite a few of these cut. So if you ordered these tonight, they're more than likely going to ship out tomorrow morning, okay? But there they are, super cute. I'm obsessed with these. I want to do them in all the different fabrics I have. So be on the lookout for a short video. Go grab it, and I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Bye, y'all.